Well, hello and welcome back to Mr. E's Mysteries and Magics. It is giveaway time. Yes, it is. And here are the decks that are up for grabs. Thank you to RP Magic Shop for sponsoring this channel. And let's get right down to the nitty and the gritty of it without too much ado. We have 12 entries, so we will explain in a minute just how we're going to go about giving away the 3 decks. In my call for entries, I requested that each of you tell me what your favorite Mysteries and Magics video was. And I got some very interesting answers. Some of you, a few of you actually listed more than one, which was fine. I was okay. I was more than okay with that. I was very flattered that you would find more than one worthwhile. So anyway, here's what we ended up with. There were 14 actual answers in the 12 entries. 5 were for the Enderlin Exchange. That was really cool because I created that and a lot of people seemed to like it. By the way, before I get on to the rest of them, the links to any of those videos will be in the description box for all the videos that were mentioned. So please, if you missed one or two of them, want to check them out, you'll be able to do so. The second most requested or mentioned video was the one on the Bart stack. That got 3 mentions. I was real thrilled about that too because, not that I had anything to do with obviously creating it, but the way it's described is you need to kind of keep in mind the new deck order, but I was able to go through it and study it and discover that you really don't need to know new deck order. There is a formula involved with it, involving the numbers 0, 13, 26, and 39. If you can remember those, you don't need to learn anything about a second deck order. That alone, just those 4 numbers, helps you memorize the whole stack, and that is my contribution to it. A simpler way to remember it. It's a great stack. So again, 3 people mentioned that. The rest of them got 1 mention, which was really cool. One person mentioned A Thought Is Fathomed, which was the recent book test type of effect that I did, where you use the Stupidest stack to randomly pick a word out of any page in a book. In effect, actually, there's only 13 choices, and you can use a Stupidest stack in your favor to make that work. One person mentioned cards by touch, which was nice. That was cool. One person actually said that the very early video of the dice, The Secret Life of Dice, was their favorite because they've been able to use that to amaze their friends and other people. And that was really cool to hear that someone actually took the time to tell me, yeah, I've used this. I learned this from you. I used it, and it works great. So that was from MNC Community. Thank you, my friend. That was very nice of you to let me know about that. Another one that people liked, or got 1 mention anyway, was the review of the bicycle colored set from which the silver deck comes, and its a subsequent update. That was mentioned as one. Peter Ford liked the crystal ball prediction, which again used this silver deck. And I can understand that because that particular effect is a variation of a very good one that he created using a completely different Gaff card that I don't own. So I used the Gaff card from this deck to create a variation of his original trick. So he liked that one. And the last one that was mentioned, well, what can I say? I would be very remiss if I didn't mention Macaro. Macaro's choice was the 15-second long video on the world's stupidest color change. Yeah, that was his choice. And Macaro, my friend, I just have to say, I really don't know what planet you live on, but boy, it must be an awfully interesting place to visit, I'm telling you. Anyway, that was what Macaro said was his favorite, so okay. And if any of you, subscribe to his channel and watch his videos, you know he does a lot of stuff with a big sense of humor. So anyway, thank you to you, all of you who entered. Here is a list of the entries right here. Now, you'll notice here I have listed a card beside each name. That's supposed to be a diamond. I've got to admit that my printer is running low on colored ink, so the red came out as yellow, so just bear with me and, you know, pretend that you're colorblind or something and you see the yellow as a red. Okay, so that's what, I'll explain that in a minute. Yeah, that's my name in the ace, and well, we'll get to that later. But anyway, here are the rest of the entries and the card that you have been assigned. And why have you been assigned a card? Well, let me just back up a little bit here and let you take a good close look at this. What I'm going to do, I had 12 entries, so I thought instead of doing something like picking a random number or something like that, I would, well, that was pretty close. 12 is close to 13, which is the number of cards in a suit of cards in a deck. I hope everybody's had a chance to check out where their name fell and which card they have been assigned. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take 13 cards, the 13 diamonds, and I'll show you the entire thing so you know that everybody's got an equal chance. There you go. There's the 7, the 8, the 9, 10, the jack, the queen, and the king. Each one of my entries has been assigned one of those cards. I have assigned my name to the one card remaining. That will be the ace. I randomly chose the order in which your card was assigned to you. Okay, that was done at random using the website random.org. So the rest of you have been randomly assigned one of these cards. I'm going to shuffle those up. Something special will happen if I happen to pick the ace of diamonds with my name on it. So you'll notice too that I am using completely blank backed deck. Okay, I don't want anybody to say, oh no, he used a marked deck to give cards to his favorites. I have no favorites. Everyone has an equal chance, and I'm going to put these aside so that I can use the table to do the cards. Okay, so everybody's got an equal chance. 13 cards. Each of you has one card assigned to their name. I'm going to shuffle these up good, and I'm going to make sure that I have absolutely no idea where any of these cards are. I'm going to randomly draw 3 cards. The first card I draw will be the winner of what will be the first prize, which is simply your choice of the 3 decks. Then the second card, of course, will be the third place, or excuse me, the second place draw, and get the choice of what 2 cards decks are left. And then, of course, the third one will be whatever the remaining deck is. So here we go. All right, I'm going to spread these out on the table. I'm going to keep everything in view of the camera. I'm going to shuffle these up on the table. I honestly have no idea where any of the cards are. I'm going to randomly pick 3 out of here. I hope you find that fair. I thought, you know, this is a contest for magicians. It's a contest to win a deck of cards. What better way to determine a winner than using a deck of cards? So here we go. Winner number 1. Draw. First draw, 4 of diamonds. Okay, whoever was the 4 of diamonds, we'll look that up later. And bear with me while I write these down so I don't forget. 4 of diamonds is number 1. Put that aside. Mix them up again. Here we go. Draw number 2. I want to make sure, I mean, bear with me. I know this is taking a while, but I want to make sure that this is as fair as can be. And 10 of diamonds. Okay, whoever had the 10 of diamonds, you drew second. Put that aside. 4 and 10. We will now mix these up a little bit more. We'll figure out who the winners are in a minute, because again, I don't even know what order you are in on that sheet that I showed you. I didn't memorize any of this stuff, obviously. This is a freebie. I wish I had the money, quite honestly, with 12 of you. I really wish I had the money to send each of you a deck of cards of your choice. If I had a couple $100 that I could squander without impacting my ability to pay my rent next week or my mortgage or whatever the heck it is I got to pay, I would do that. But I'm afraid I have to leave it at 3. So we'll take this one and the 5 of diamonds. Okay, so the 5 of diamonds is third. Now, if I had picked the ace in this mess somewhere, the special announcement would have been that I get to keep all the cards. Ah ha ha! No, I wouldn't have done that. I was actually just using the ace of diamonds as a placeholder, and if I had drawn that, it would have been null and void, and I would have moved on to pick another card. All right, so who are our winners? The 4 of diamonds is Peter Ford Magic. Congratulations, Peter. Peter actually told me that he would like the insignia deck. So, Peter, you're going to get the insignia deck. All right. The 10 of diamonds is Ken Mortensen. Ken did not tell me what he wants, so he has his choice of the Stargazer or the silver deck. All right, Ken, congratulations. You're in there with Peter. And finally, the 5 of diamonds is Bart Ops. Okay, so Bart Ops wins the... Well, he could win either the Stargazer or the silver deck, depending on what Ken decides that he wants to do. So there you are. Those are our 3 winners. Peter Ford and Ken Mortensen and Bart Ops. I'm writing these down so I don't forget. And I will also let you know that I need to know your mailing addresses, each of you, and there is going to be an email address in the description box that you can send me a personal message with your postal address. I know, for instance, I know Peter is from, I believe, England. I know he's from the UK somewhere. Ken, I know, is in the United States. Bart Ops, I don't know where he's from. But if you are from outside the United States, please remember I am in the U.S., so you're going to have to put the name of your country in your postal address for me to make sure that, because customs, frowns on packages going just any old place. N'importe où, as they say in French. So, yeah, they don't like that. So make sure you put your country name in your address if you're not from the United States. So that's it. That is our drawing. I'm looking forward to hearing from each and every one of you who won. Again, thank you to the 12 people who entered. Thank you to all my subscribers. And as soon as I get your addresses, I will ship out your prizes. Don't forget, Ken, I need to know from you whether you want the silver deck or the Stargazer deck. Bart Ops, I don't need to know, because whatever Ken picks, you will get the other one. And I already know that Peter would like the insignia deck, so that's out of play. There we go. That's it. Thank you again so much. I hope you enjoy your new toys, you winners. Things are opening up as far as the pandemic goes, so I hope when you get your new toys, you have an opportunity to go out and use them to baffle people.